Again. All right, traders. Today is July 1st, 2024. This is the BYOB market wrap up. Let's take a look at some charts. All right, so let's go back to the 10-minute chart for a second here. Okay, 10-minute chart. We have a yellow line 3 over the 8. We have a 3-minute, we have a 10-minute uptrend. All right, 3 EMA on top of the 8 EMA. 2-hour chart. All right, we still are in a bear trap here, almost getting the bullish cross. Not quite yet, but almost. All right, there's SPY on the 2-hour downtrend, 10-minute uptrend, daily chart. Daily chart is on uptrend still. If we look in here, the 3 is on top of the 8. Price action. Got a lower high and a lower low closing over the bullish trap over the rising 17 EMA. So that's what we got there. And then at the end of the day, we had a thriller trade. And that's, you check that out on a 3-minute chart right here. And to capture that trade, I measure from the top to the bottom, and then I duplicate. This is what I do. I duplicate the move, the box, and then I slide the box in. I'll take this one out. Okay, you see where the bottoms of those wicks are? Well, that's where the bottom of this box goes. And you can see there's the price action right up to the measured move. All right, making a new high for the day, just for the day. All right, but that's how I capture that measured move. Right there. So there's take that out so you can see how to do that. You played the 3-minute uptrend. We had a 3-minute uptrend. Of course, they couldn't hold it up here. I would have liked to see them hold it over the all-time high anchored VWAP. All right, which is this blue line right here. Still can't seem to get a close up there over the all-time high anchored VWAP. It's presenting some problems. And I think the big problem is the T2123 along with the IWM. All right, so let's go take a look at some other charts. Start off with the daily. Let's move this out of the way. We'll actually just go to QQQ. QQQ, price action, lower high, lower low, closing over the bullish trap, over the 17 EMA, still in an uptrend. SPY, still in an uptrend, okay? FNGU, put in a new 2-year high today, higher low, an outside day with a lower low and a higher high closing over the bullish trap over the 17 EMA. Okay, so there's FNGU putting in a new 2-year high right there. That is the all-time high right there. They are closing in on that. That's 475. That number up there, I think, is 504, if I'm not mistaken. Yeah, that's about 550 right there. You can see it, 550. All right, let's take a look at Diamond Dow. Wonder if we got a measured move here. All right, let's just fan it out just to make sure. We could have one right here. By the way, Mr. Powell's going to speak tomorrow, so markets could go nuts. Okay, so you can see FNGU could go all the way to 550. I think if FNGU goes to 550, I think that drags the SPY up another possibly $30, $40, $50, maybe even higher if T2123 could get on board, or if IWM could get on board. If either one of those could get on board and FNGU does go to 550, well, we could see SPY 600. We'll see what happens here. There's FNGU, new 2-year high today. New 2-year high closing is still in an uptrend Obviously, if it's putting in the new 2-year high. All right, let's take a look at Diamond Dow. All right, Diamond Dow still in an uptrend, higher low, higher high. Ever since we beat this high, we've been in an uptrend. If we take out that low, we'll be in a downtrend. Okay, price action for today. Looking like an equal high and a higher low. Closing, I got to call it inside the bullish trap over the 17 EMA. We'll see what it comes out to be. 394.32. So it's an inside day. All right, not quite a higher high. And the 3 EMA is at 391.36, and the close is 391.40. So that means it closed on top of the bullish trap, not inside the bullish trap. So inside day for Diamond Dow. Let's take a look at IWM. All right, here's IWM, lower high. Come on, IWM. Lower high, lower low, closing under the bearish trap, underneath the 17 EMA. Okay, not helping us at all. Still trapped on this, under that downtrend line. It is in the flaky uptrend. Okay, the flaky uptrend is taking out that wick right there, and they did that on Friday. So it's in a flaky uptrend. I'd like to see it take out that high right there. But right now we got the flaky uptrend and closing under the bullish trap. Okay. See the 3's on top of the 8. So that would be a bullish trap. And we closed underneath it. So underneath the whole bullish trap and the 17 EMA. Kind of caught in this wedge here, ping-ponging back and forth. Okay, there's IWM. QQQ. I think we did QQQ. Still in an uptrend, closing over the bullish trap, over the 17 EMA. Technicals. Let's take a look at those. T2122, just abysmal for today. Okay, so we got pushed out of the buyer's chop zone. We got launched. Okay, we got launched out of the buyer's chop zone. You know, flew over these 10 yards right here. All right. I mean, they knocked the quarterback all the way back into the sell zone. All right. See that lower high? And then from there, they launched that quarterback all the way about 10 yards, all the way into the sell zone. So, and then from there, we just hung out and watched movies all day long. Nothing happened, right? Nothing happened. We just stayed in the sell zone and parked the car and just hung out there all day long for the rest of the game. There's T2122. T2123. Need to get that out of there. All right, so got a nice couple of green candles here. We gapped up into the falling 200. All right, and the Death Star force field just pushed price all the way back down to make lower lows than where we were the past 3 days, breaking the consolidation support right there. And you can see price action in a bear flag. Probably got another move down to here. This is looking more and more like it's coming down to break through quadrant 1. So here's price action stuck in quadrant 1 underneath this Death Star force field of 200 SMA, just pushing price down, 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 and just suppressing price action. So we're caught in quadrant 1. Excuse me. This is quadrant 1, quadrant 2, quadrant 3, and quadrant 4. All right. Ever since we made that lower high, we've been melting down all the way to test these lows. This is market law number 4. Failure to make a higher high, probably going to run back and test the lows or make a new low. All right. So there's T2123. 3 bars going to tell you the same thing. Only thing is the 200 is kind of hooking over now. All right. 200 kind of hooking over on this at the midpoint, stuck in quadrant 1, just not performing at all. FNGU was the only thing that carried the market today. We'll take a look at that on the 15. Okay, so market opened up. We had a couple of red candles. And then the rest of the day, we just ran away from VWAP. VWAP's the brown line here. You can see price action ripped and then just bullied all day long, all the way up into the close. So nice work on FNGU. Run back, we'll take a look at a few sectors. Okay, first sector we'll look at SMH. AMD fell out of bed this morning. SMH still in an uptrend till we break this low, unless of course they create a low here and then a lower high and then take out that low. We'll see what happens. SMH still in an uptrend, just consolidating right here in a bearish flag pattern. On the bigger time frame it's bullish, but that's a bear flag going right through there. Take the quadrant lines and move them through. Still in quadrant 4. That's a good sign for SMH. All right, let's take a look at XLK. XLK still in an uptrend, all right, till we break this low right here. Unless, of course, they create a higher low, and then we turn around and break it. All right, so XLK still in an uptrend. Let's take a look at XLF. That's our financials. XLF still in the flaky uptrend because we took out this high right here. So XLF in the flaky uptrend. Today's price action, higher low, higher high, closing over. Not even closing over. Closing inside a bearish trap underneath the 17 EMA. XLF kind of struggling here with their uptrend. Let's take a look at transports. Transports need to take out this high to get in an uptrend. Couldn't quite do it last week. And today's price action, lower high, lower low, closing inside a bullish trap over the rise, over a flat 17 EMA. Trying to break out. Got to get above this all-time high anchored VWAP. I don't know what's coming out tomorrow, but I know Powell's going to speak, not Bernanke. Powell's going to speak tomorrow morning. He could inspire the markets just talking about rate cuts and how soon they're going to get them. And we could get a blast off. We could really use a blast off here. FNGU is so close to getting that all-time high. Transports have been in a downtrend since March. Okay, XLF been in a downtrend since probably May 20th, May 17th. It's now in a flaky uptrend, but it's not really working out. Okay, so we could really use some inspiration if we want to get to. We did make it to 550. That's great. If we want to get to 600 on SPY, we're going to need some inspiration, maybe like some rate cuts, maybe talk about rate cuts, maybe mention rate cuts are coming soon, something like that. We need some kind of positive verbiage coming from Mr. Powell. So there's XLFs. Take a look at Energy, USO. In an uptrend, we've been in an uptrend since we took out this high right here. Today's price action, really nice candle. Higher high, higher low, closing over the bullish trap, over the 17. UNG now in a new downtrend because we took out this low. So UNG is in a downtrend, lower high, lower low, closing under the bearish trap underneath the 17 EMA. So where's minor support? All right, maybe we could get a bounce off of minor support, which is right about, it's right about there. Right in there, okay? If we could get a bounce off of $16 right there, maybe a reverse. We're coming in fast. So when we come in fast like that, we're liable to get a bounce. And I was talking about SPY this morning, how we came in fast when we fell from yesterday. So I'll just take a look at that. I'll look at it with you. Okay, see how we dropped in fast right here? It's kind of expecting 550 later today. It's probably coming tomorrow morning after Mr. Powell speaks. But we came in fast. When we come in fast like that, you typically get that red rubber school ball bounce. We could have a measured move coming here. Let's just measure it off just to see what it could be. There's one. Let me see if I can find that. There it is. There it is. Duplicate. And there we go. And then put that up there underneath this tail right there. So not quite 550, but that puts us right here tomorrow morning. All right, so if we get up on top of that and consolidate early, that's a good sign we could be going up and climb this breakdown candle high right there. See those candles right there? That's the all-time high right there. All right, so if we get that measured move tomorrow, and I really think we do wind up popping up to 547.01 right along the top of these two, and then we could see some inspiration if they consolidate on top of that and kind of climb this breakdown candles right there. So there's a possibility we could be at 550 maybe sometime tomorrow afternoon or tomorrow evening. All right, so there's SPY. Let's go take a look at silver and gold. All right, so we'll look at silver and gold on the daily chart. Silver was in an uptrend. It was in the flaky uptrend because they took out this high right here. Okay, but then they went around and took out this low again, putting them back into a downtrend. So the flaky uptrend is over. They're now in a downtrend. Today's price action, we got a higher low, and the high today is 26.89. That's yesterday. 26.92. So higher low, higher high, closing over a bearish cross, but under the 17 EMA. Excuse me, still in a downtrend. GLD is in the flaky uptrend because they took out the high, and they still haven't broken this low. So GLD, today's price action outside day, higher high, lower low, closing over a bullish cross over the 17 EMA. Not much to brag about there on GLD. Actually looking more like a head and shoulders setting up. That is a nice bull flag. Not the prettiest of bull flags, but that is a nice bull flag right there. And let me just say the dollar has not helped us. We were red when I was trading the futures earlier this morning. The dollar was red. It was all the way down here. And since we opened this morning, it converted from red to green and just started working its way back up. The dollar's still in an uptrend there. All right, so Robert said he got some Abbott, ABT, Abbott Labs this morning, and he's got puts on Abbott. And Robert had a great day with those puts. A little bit of turmoil there, climbing up over that Friday's high, but nonetheless selling off to make a new lower low. So there's Abbott Labs, and you can see Robert's got the M pattern showing up here. Okay, so it goes up, and then down. Probably be a little bit of a battle through here, and then the victor should come out on the other side if the victor is the bears. All right, so got the M pattern showing up here. Robert short Abbott with some puts. All right, let's take a look at another one Robert's into, and EXEL. Okay, EXEL is bullish. Look at this on the 2-hour. We were bullish. Now it's kind of pulling back. But on the daily chart, I'll tell you what I do like about it. You got consolidation right here. Now I'm going to drag it over just a little more. And you can see price action consolidating on top of it. You got 3 days of consolidation. Probably looking for a breakout pretty soon here with EXEL. I think he's waiting on a trial verdict for EXEL. I picture EXEL if the filling the gap right through here and challenging these two highs right up here. This resistance right here at 23.86. All right, so EXEL. Couldn't find any good options to play on this one. All right, but I do like it. It's bullish. It's in a daily uptrend. The 2-hour just turned bearish today, but I'm sure they'll flip that around as soon as the trial comes out. I do like the fact that it's consolidating on top of prior consolidation. That is bullish. So there's EXEL. All right. Any other questions before I take off? You guys can hear me, right? Yeah, all right. All right, if there's no more questions, I'll see you all tomorrow. Can I explain the thriller trade? Yes. Thriller trade involves price action already performing its pullback for the day. So there's the pullback. Let me move a lot of this stuff out of the way so I can make some sense out of it for you. Okay, thriller trade is, we had a thriller trade to the downside. Oh, you're welcome. We had a thriller trade to the downside. Remember this day I said probably going to get a thriller trade to the downside. Why? Because we were bearish all day. Then we had a pullback. And you saw that price action came in at the end of the day and kind of sold off rapidly. But then we had a quick bounce right there. And then we had a thriller trade to the upside on this day. This day right here, okay? Moving up, coming down, moving up, coming down, and then moving up at the very end of the day. Okay, so today's price action was bullish. All right? It was bullish. It wasn't entirely bullish all day, but the fact that they came down, and the bulls bought it up, okay? So the bulls bought it up to here, all right? And then from there, we consolidated over to the right, okay? Notice we didn't give up. We didn't give up the support level for long. We had a little shakeout, a little shake and bake right there just before the thriller trade. And that ignited the thriller trade, and you have to catch that. I try to catch it on the 3-minute chart. Okay, so here you got here's a bearish move from here down to here. This is the bearish move. Okay, now when you look at it, the biggest red candle is at the end of the move. Okay. Okay, biggest red candle at the end of the move. See that? Little candle, little candle, little candle, little candle, big candle. Okay, so it's at the end of the move. So this would not be an igniting move, all right? Because the big candle was at the end of the move. Okay, then you get this bullish engulfing move where the green candle comes in and erases 50% of the big red candle, and then we start to climb up the breakdown candle. Now you've got your 10-minute uptrend right through here, and you can see price action is going to go tackle that prior high that we made earlier. Okay, if you look at this, price moved up, okay, made a higher low, okay, made the higher low, then we got a 3-minute uptrend going into the close starting right about 3:30, right on schedule. Okay, see how it starts like almost right at 3:30, right there. You get the bullish engulfing, you got the 3-minute uptrend, you can see a little consolidation, you can actually map out the measured move, which is like right from here to here. You know, I did it earlier and I showed you how it works. So you kind of copy that and you move it up to the bottom of those wicks. Okay, so see those red wicks there? So it goes up to there and you can see there is the measured move up in the 10-minute up, in the 3-minute uptrend. And it usually always happens at the end of the day. It's those buyers that are trying to get FNGU up to new highs. So FNGU is those heavyweight mega cap stocks up there. Thanks, Ron. Thank you. JA, did you hear me and understand it? All right, we're bullish all day, so we're looking for a bullish 3-minute uptrend starting right on time at 3:30, maybe 3:40. Okay? You're bullish, okay? So if you're bullish all day, okay, and you notice they held price up here, if you get a pullback, you're probably going to be looking at a bullish thriller trade going into the close. All right? Remember, I even called it out in the room before it even happened. If I can find it. This should be it, right? No. I got it around here somewhere. It's here. There it is. I put that up there. Possible bullish thriller trade near end of day. And there you go. And then we got it. Yeah, you're looking for that 3-minute uptrend. It usually starts about 3:30. It's a continuation of the current direction that we're moving. Okay, see how we were moving down? Now we change directions. See, we're moving down. We changed directions, and then we went into a bull flag. All right, so you get a pullback. All right, notice they didn't do this, JA. Okay, they didn't go up and then back. Okay, that would be a mountaintop right there. Okay, see, like that's not a peak. Instead of going up and falling back down from where they originated the move up, okay, instead they went up and then they went over, okay? Okay, they didn't want to give this up, okay? So all of this area here, they weren't interested in going back there. So we went up and they held price up there. That takes energy to do that. That takes capital to move price up and hold it up there like that. It takes even more capital to go up, come back, and then go up again. That takes even more capital. This doesn't take as much, but it's still very bullish, and it chews up some capital because what you'll have is sellers selling into this, knocking you down, preventing you from going up any higher. But you can see that's a move up and a move over to the right. So that's very bullish. It's not very bullish, it's just bullish, plain bullish. So you're looking for a thriller trade if they give you a pullback into the end of day. All right, traders, until tomorrow, 8 o'clock tomorrow morning. See y'all then. Everybody have a wonderful evening. Thank you.